Okay, it is Monday, March 4th. I don't really want to be on my steering wheel. Monday, March 4th. It's a start of another training week. This, I think, is the second most intense one. But for me, this is actually going to be the most intense. Because this Saturday, I'm supposed to do a 22-mile long run. But I signed up for a marathon to use as a long run so that I'm not, like, alone. Because that's the hardest part, I feel like, of those long runs. So I'm technically doing 4 miles more than I should on my long run. As long as I can have the discipline to pace myself and really practice that restraint, I'll be okay. And I think I can. It's a lot of miles to run anyways. And it'll be nice to see all the volunteers. My students always every year volunteer at that race. So I want to remind myself, note to myself, get to the gym early. Like if you go really early, you get one of the good treadmills. But I really do wish they had the really nice ones that have the suspension. I think that's the word for it, the springs, so we don't hurt our knees. Because, dude, some of those old ones hurt my knees after mile 5. The other thing is I'm starting to get to the point where I'm really, really into running all these miles and having my legs not be sore, but, you know, they just feel very used. And I wouldn't say I'm getting dependent on that feeling, but I am seriously loving always having slightly sore muscles. I'm kind of worried because, like, when I first learned about the dark place, I was like, that bullshit's not going to happen to me. Like, whatever, maybe it will, whatever. Oh, it was real, and it happened really severely to me. So now I'm worried because the last chapter of the book said that taper madness, when you have to cut down to really low miles the last 2 weeks, that's when people get super irritable, super mean, super angry, impulsive. They run more than they should. And that is where your emotional stability, when it will go out the window. I gotta warn everyone in my life that is gonna happen to me because I know it will. I know I will want to run more and I'll be, So they're like, get a massage, do stuff to distract yourself, do gardening, whatever. Like, just do not do anything that could injure you, no matter what. So that's in the plan too, but this is really, really, really weird. I never thought I'd think this, but I'm at the point where I don't mind if I don't qualify in this race in April. I kind of am to the point where that is not even like the do all be all. I have gotten so much stronger that just going into this marathon, because I've run 8 marathons and I have trained for one of them, and that's it, just one. And it was such a bullshit train, but I always thought that, like, you can't actually condition yourself past a certain point. It's all mental, but I'm getting so much better. This will be my first race going into it feeling completely prepared, following a training plan that all humans should do. I never did. I just ran off of pure anxiety and adrenaline. So with that being said, I wouldn't say I want this, but I would not be upset. I might even be a little relieved if I don't qualify for Boston, because that means I get to continue for another month of this training plan, go right into the part I'm in right now with the highest mileage and re-taper, and then try again in May. I'm just in such a peaceful place with this. This is going to be an amazing week with running, especially because I get to end off on Saturday with a full marathon here locally. And I took a mental health day Thursday just so I can get all my shit together, all the chores done around the house, pack, because I have to wake up at 3:30 the day after the marathon and get my ass on the plane. So yeah, so I have high hopes for this week. All right, bye. Okay, they added a pond in the dog area. So I'm curious as to see what these two who got a bath yesterday are gonna do. Ellie, come. Good girl. Good girl. All right, kids, you're free. Oh no. Oh no. Y'all ready? They just put this pond in yesterday and she's got a bath yesterday as well. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Girl. They're turning this into a dog park, I swear. I mean, they have the poop bag dispenser, so I would assume that's what it is. Ellie! Winston! Well, dogs will be dogs. Pee! Pee! Alright. My hair's crazy. It is speed day, which I'm more confident about, but at the same time, I wish I was nervous because I don't want to be confident and then get let down. I was listening to this audiobook, and it was like, as long as you get better, you're gonna feel good. So I'm just hoping that I maintained how good I was doing last time with my speed work, so we'll see. I parked a mile away from the park that is the track for the speed work. So that way I can force myself to have a full warm-up, because I only did a half-mile warm-up last time. I feel like if I am literally parked a mile and a half away, then I'm gonna have that full warm-up, and then when I come back to my car, I have to do another mile cool down. And I'm pissed because the exact place where I was gonna park, they're building something here now. I don't know if you can see it. That used to be a parking lot that was perfect right on the trail. Now I'm parked behind Maverick, a gas station. I don't even know if I'm allowed to be parked here long term. Anyways, so the plan is 1.5 mile warm up, and then a 5K under race pace, and then a 1.5 mile cool down. And I'm gonna be tracking it to the T. I hope it goes okay, but I guess there's only one way to know if I can do it, is I either can or I can't. Let you know how it goes after. Side note, it is Wednesday, March 6th. And this shirt I'm wearing, Sand Hollow, 26.23. That is the marathon that I'm doing on this Saturday. So in 2 or 3 days. I've done it twice before. I'm really just using it to replace the long run. That way I'll be surrounded by other people and volunteers. The hard part is going to be pacing myself and not using it like a normal race day. So I was completely wrong about being excited for speed work. I almost puked a couple of times, and the kids were at the little trail track I run around. They were all practicing lacrosse. They clearly got a show. Me huffing and puffing, and I almost puked like 3 times. I forced myself to beat my record. I did 2 miles at I think the average pace. I just checked my stats. It closed the video while I was doing that. My average time was 7:01, which is still amazing for me. I didn't reach my goal of doing a 5K at that pace, but 2 miles is 1/2 mile more than I did the last time I did speed work. So I'm pretty proud of myself, and the part that really felt good was after the 2 miles and I started cooling down. I was cooling down at 7:50 running, which is 10 seconds faster than race pace, and that felt comfortable for me cooling down. So I'm really happy about that. Obviously, I don't think it's a good idea to be sprinting before a race just so that going at race pace feels better. It sounds like a completely idiotic waste of energy. I've noticed I really struggle with finding a tempo that is in my yellow zone. I'm really good about sticking in my green zone, keeping my breath comfortable. And if I try to go faster than that, I just end up sprinting. And I can sprint fast, but I burn out. I have to focus on finding my legit tempo run pace, because that was sprinting. And that's what I came to do, was to do speed work. Tomorrow, I have the day off. I'm taking a mental health day. So there's got a lot of shit going on in my brain. I'm probably gonna do my tempo run, and I'm gonna try really hard to find a tempo that is in my heat zone. So the green, between the green and the yellow, which is zone 3 and zone 4. I realize I've been saying colors for the zones, and most people who know zones probably just know them by the numbers. So in between 3 and 4 is the heat zone. So that's gonna be my goal tomorrow, is to do about 8 miles in my heat zone. It wasn't a complete failure. Glad I did it. And now I gotta find my car. Hopefully no one towed it for parking it at a gas station. I gotta go home, see my dudes and my hubby. Okay, bye. Gosh, there's such big bags under my eyes. I've just been having a lot of damn anxiety. Like, yesterday was my mental health day. It was okay. I spent the whole time doing laundry and packing for this trip. I'm falling so behind in work because I've been leaving right at contract hours. I'm a teacher, so leaving at contract hours means you didn't get all your shit done. That's just the reality of being a teacher. And so I'm falling way behind in my stuff with work. And spring break for our school, we get PTO in addition to the breaks. So it's not really spring break. We're expected to be using that time to get caught up on anything or get ready for the term, which is really amazing. And so I feel so guilty that I'm doing this trip when I actually need that time to be getting caught up with all my school stuff. So also, like, my spin instructor kept saying after she went on a vacation, now granted hers I think was 2 weeks and then mine is less than a week, but she was like, oh, I lost so much progress. This is what happens when you go to a vacation. And it's a all you can eat and drink resort. I feel like I'm going to be such a buzzkill, or I'm scared I'm going to compromise my values. I'm going to have to run 8 miles every single day if I want to keep up mileage. I'm about to do an easy run, and so I only have to do 4 miles to meet mileage because I have the marathon tomorrow. I'm super excited about the marathon. I don't know if I can run in where we're staying in Mexico. I don't know the safety, but if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. So yeah, I'm about to go into the gym and get my last 4 miles in. Yesterday, I had a plan to do a 4-mile run just in my neighborhood. It was shitty. I hate running in my neighborhood. There are construction workers on every single fucking block, and I shouldn't stereotype that they're going to be looking at me or staring at me or whatever, but I always just feel that way and I feel uncomfortable. But then I did get a massage, which was, I said, like, dude, I don't want a relaxation one, I want a sports massage this time, and she gave it to me, and holy shit, it definitely did a lot of work and helped me, but it was far from relaxing. So anyway, so the date is Friday, March 8th, so I'm gonna have to stay late for work today to catch up as much as I can, and then go to packet pickup, and then I get to go to the race tomorrow. So the long run with other runners who are racing is what I should really call it. I'll make videos in Mexico updating it. Okay, it is time for my marathon, my 26.2 long run is what we'll call it. I'm waiting till the absolute last second to get out of my car because it dropped from 40 degrees to 34, just barely. But luckily I got here early enough that I got a really close spot, so I think I'll be okay. Just have to go pee before, like everyone does before a race. I'm trying to fix my Fitbit strap. So my students are volunteering at this one, and so I'm really excited to see them. I read this thing in the most recent copy of Runner's World magazine that if you feel comfortable and confident in skimpy clothes, it helps you run better, and your form will be better, you'll have more energy. But it does the opposite if you feel uncomfortable in your body with showing it off with wearing just a sports bra or those really tight Nike spandex. So I decided to middle path it. I'm gonna wear just a sports bra. I'm gonna take this off once I get warm. And my leggings. I'm a little bit uncomfortable because my students will see me in just a sports bra, but I really want to test this theory to see, because like I'm comfortable in my body and I like wearing tight clothing for running. So I'm gonna try that out and see if it makes a difference in my performance. Like, I actually believe that would work. I'm gonna go and see if I can get a spot in the bathroom. I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna try to stay in between 10 to 11 minutes. I'm supposed to be right at 11, so I'll try to be slightly under 11, but my dog and my husband will be at the finish line, and then my students will be at the aid station. I'll totally be hugging them since I'm not going for any time, just for miles today. All right. This is really dangerous to film on the side of a highway, but basically on the trail off the road. But this is what it looks like where I'm running in the marathon, and I'm just trying to stay in my blue zone the whole time. I just did a huge ass hill, all uphill, and I don't know how, but I was still in my blue zone the whole time, singing to the songs, and not out of breath. I'm out of breath now because I was speaking loud. It was the wind, but I have never had a hill be so easy. I was doing it at 10:30, which is still technically faster than I'm supposed to be doing my long runs at, but hey, whatever. As long as I'm in my blue zone, what's the damn difference? Just means I'm getting better. And here's what it looks like. Don't know how pretty it is because it's on my face camera, but anyways, I get to see the students in like 2.5 miles. I'm gonna take a photo with them. Okay, well, talk to you after the race as long as I don't get a DNF. Just kidding, I've never had a DNF and I doubt I will today. Okay, bye. Okay, race report time. I have a whole bunch of notes in my head about how the race went. First of all, I ended up keeping my shirt on because the wind was cold enough where I didn't feel like I needed to just wear my sports bra, so that theory didn't get tested. Also, shout out to the old lady that was running in front of me the whole time. If it wasn't for her, I definitely would have been lost at mile like 21. So you're a real one, girl. Because the course was marked really well until you get back into the town area, and then I was second guessing myself so much, and I just have a really horrendous sense of direction. I did a really good job of pacing myself. Instead of running right under 11, I did 10:30 for my mile time, which is actually perfect. And it was a hard course. Like, there were a lot of really big hills, but I did a really good job. It was really, really nice to see my students. They were all excited to see me. I stopped to take a photo with them. Today was about doing my long run, not about getting a certain time. They were giving out the salted caramel goos, which are my favorite. Those are like the only ones that I actually could say I like. And so this course was like a there and back, like a turnaround course. So as I was still going there, all of the people that were already at the turnaround, we kind of like cross and we see each other. The first person in the front of the entire marathon was one of my coworkers. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? You are insane. That's awesome. I thought I was a good runner. This dude is something else, like seriously. So yeah, my mom told me there's a time change tonight. I guess we're gonna lose an hour of sleep, and I already have to wake up at 3 in the morning to get on the plane on time. So I'm gonna for sure take a rest day tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. Okay, I forgot to say the date. Let's see. It is Saturday, March 9th. I did the Sand Hollow Marathon. It's a really small marathon. Cardio-wise, with my endurance, I would have been fine to go forever. Okay, I shouldn't say forever. I did a great job staying in zone 2 and 3. I didn't stretch, and I haven't taken a rest day in 2.5 weeks or so. Maybe even more. I don't know. My muscles were screaming at me, but my endurance was totally fine, which was really rewarding. Like, it's easy to fix that. You just stretch next time. Luis and I are gonna go to Harmon's to get salad at the salad bar. They have a kick-ass salad bar and donuts. Kind of going against what the training says. It's the worst thing you can eat after a long run recovery-wise. It will make you swell up a lot. I'm supposed to be eating anti-inflammatory stuff, which has been working for me ever since I switched to it. They also said never go in the bath after, which I used to always go in the bath right after with the Epsom salt. I guess that also increases swelling like horrendously. I think it's okay to get donuts today as long as I eat a nice salad as well. I really wanted to have pizza. Like, it used to be my tradition was pizza, full pizza before a marathon the night before, and then donuts always afterwards, and then go out for a big dinner. I'm trying to like meet in the middle. I'm still gonna get my donuts. Like, I ran a marathon, like, come on, I can get 2 donuts. I'm just not gonna eat like complete shit like I used to, at least until after I attempt to qualify for Boston. But I gotta get home now. Overall, great day. Love my students. It was great seeing them. Bye.
She's so cute.
Ellie, are you coming with me? She's just sleeping in there.
She's comfy in there.
Ellie. She's so angry. Ellie. Can you lift it up? Hello.